Welcome to ZigWheels, and we are at an unveil. So, stage check, shiny lights, shiny car, journalists crowding around such shiny car. But that's a very familiar silhouette, isn't it? Let's get in a little closer, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Projector headlamps. These are not LED. So, yes, familiar. And while it's been around for 20 years, it did need an update. So the Scorpio N was a needed change. But Mahindra's thinking is that if it wasn't broken in the first place, let's not replace it completely. And this gives us the Scorpio Classic. This is a new color for the Scorpio Classic, so that's a Galaxy Silver. Does look a little blue in this light, but we'll move over here and you'll see that is the actual tone, a nice metallic silver. Changes to the front, of course. So you've got a new bumper, revised grille with the Twin Peaks logo, new eyebrow, positioning lights to the headlamps. The headlamps are the same, they are projector halogens. You have cornering fog lamps, and of course, these are the actual DRLs. On the side, that profile is also familiar. We have 17-inch alloys. These are a nice retro looking dual tone theme. I like them quite nice. On the side you have cladding. On the top end variant, that's the car in front of you, they are painted and you have silver accents on that. I'll move over to the side since we have a little bit of noise happening over there. So yeah, we're back at the cladding. Silver accents over here. You have a foot step at the bottom. Of course, you have the rear window that pops open as before. Fillers on both sides. On this side, it's diesel. It's a little weird to open the other one. That's how you open it. And on the other side, you have your AdBlue. And the tall tail lamps are back. That's the rear. Show you the roof rails as well on top there. That's the rear. As you can see, that rear windshield is heated as well as has a wiper, because this is the top end variant. So that's the Scorpio S, Scorpio Classic S11. There's also an S variant which is slightly pared down. Less features on the inside. Again, we'll show you the rear. So while we're here, tell you that there are 3 seating configurations. This is the 7-seat variant, so that's 2 front seats, 3 bench second row, and a dual bench in the rear. And those are side facing seats that folds up, of course. There is a 9-seat configuration, so the front stays the same, but at the rear, these seats will become slightly wider to accommodate 2 people side by side, so 4 in this section. And they manage that by both widening that seat as well as adjusting both the angle and the thickness of that seat back of the second row to accommodate that extra width for 2 people. There's also the other seat configuration that's on display over here. So this has got 4 captain seats on the inside and a bench over here in the rear. And yes, so we have people in both the cars, so that's a good time for me to talk to you about, the engines. Just give me a second, I'll have that hood popped. But before that, I can tell you that this is the mHawk Gen 2. Same engine that's there in the Thar as well. Just give me a second, I'll just open it. And that's quite nice because that's on struts, so I don't need too much of assistance to do that. Yeah, so again, it's the mHawk Gen 2. So the same engine that you see in the Thar and the lower variant of the Scorpio N. So 130, roughly about 130 PS and 300 Newton meters of torque. Slightly different tune for the Scorpio. Well, because it's a different vehicle from the Scorpio N, both in terms of dimensions and weights, etc., etc. Mahindra, of course, haven't disclosed weights of either, but our guess is that the Scorpio N would be slightly heavier since it's the larger vehicle and, of course, has quite a bit more equipment. In terms of drivetrains, 6-speed manual gearbox only, no 4x4. And all you keyboard warriors, this is your cue to, well, get cracking. But Mahindra says they don't give much of a damn what you say in the comments, because there's a lot of hype about 4x4, but nobody puts their money where their words are. Because the 4x4 has been discontinued since the BS6 era, so about 3 years odd, it hasn't been on sale, and Mahindra hasn't seen the need to revive it, at least not in this variant, so not in the Scorpio Classic. Uh, in terms of colors, that's the Galaxy Grey. There's black. There are two black cars on display here, and of course that bright red over there. In addition to that, there is a white and a silver car, but those aren't on display. In terms of changes, not just few cosmetic changes under the skin, the car has changed as well, not just the engine and the gearbox, but Mahindra has also changed the suspension. So um, the shocks themselves have are upgraded in terms of tech, and the tuning as well, which Mahindra says has improved not only ride and comfort but also high speed stability, which is a real welcome for the Scorpio. Now, I'm just going to take a small break and we'll step inside and show you what it looks like on the inside. So, just give me a sec. And with that seamless transition of mine, well, rather funny transition, we are into the Scorpio Classic. That's the view of the dash. That's the driver's display. We have a fairly large touchscreen. I'll just switch off the car and show you that startup. Take a bit of time, and it didn't give me the startup screen. So let me try that again. Till then, I'll show you, well, the driver's display. So it's semi-digital. You have a small digital display in the center over there. Controls on the steering wheel and cruise control, audio controls, of course, controls for the Bluetooth as well. Let me just try and see if I can get this to start up and give you the welcome screen, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. And not the fastest system, as we can see, but it is powered by Android. Doesn't have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, but does have Bluetooth and smartphone mirroring. Just give me a sec while I wait for it to actually power up. Before that, yes, look at the other features. So there is auto climate control, and that's a 6-speed gearbox. You got 12-volt charge socket, space for a cell phone. We look at the other space over here. So there's a slightly large pocket over there. That would, we assume, be a bottle holder, because in the front door pockets there's only space for something like files or magazines and stuff like that. Not enough, no real bottle holder on the side. There's just this one thing that could probably be a cup holder, and this would be a bottle holder. So this is the interface here. um, Slightly funky. So yes, you have Bluetooth. uh, it's not the quickest system, as you can see. There is a little bit of lag, but, well, of course, is an upgrade on the old Scorpio. Right, that's again another look at the dash. So this is all hard plastics, nice bright over here, and because this is hard plastics, should be able to keep it fairly clean. There's a little bit of soft material here on the door pad, and we have sunglass holder. That's about it. The rest is What I would assume should have been switches for the lights, but that's up there. Right. Now I'll just step into the second row and we'll have a look at things there. So that's a look at the second row. This is the bench configuration. You have an armrest there. Seats are nice and comfortable. You have rear AC vents. You have cup holders, but the angle of the floor of that is slightly tilted. So in terms of practicality, not too sure how well those things would be able to keep, like say a cup of coffee or maybe a can of soft drink. That's the door pad. So you have a nice big bottle holder there. And this thing. So we asked Mahindra, and well, we are figuring maybe candy bar, energy bar, uh, burner cell phone, but it's definitely not going to fit a regular new size cell phone. So Mahindra says this is just a bit of a legacy product that's been here for 20 years. It used to be a place to hold your old cell phone, so probably something like a Nokia 3310. Nothing is going to fit in there anymore. We thought maybe a walkie, but it's not wide enough to fit a walkie. That's where you could fit your phone. Both seats have that little pocket, but it's just the one seat that gets magazine compartment as well. This, of course, is the car that we saw with the bench seats. And yep, I'll give you just one quick sneak peek around the car before we sign off here. And that's a very quick look at the new Scorpio Classic. And again, I'm using new lightly. This is only an unveil. We don't have prices yet. Prices will come in later. Till then, of course, like, subscribe, and share, and tell us in the comments how you liked this new car and how you think it's going to do sitting next to the Scorpio N, of course. Thank you for tuning into ZigWheels. This is me signing out. Bye.